Alright, so the Lego Movie, in my humble opinion, is one of the greatest animated movies of my childhood. If you're watching this video, you also likely enjoyed the Lego Movie when it came out back in 2014. The way they found a way to incorporate Lego into its own world is what made the movie so easy to enjoy and be excited for. I'm sure if you're watching this as someone who wasn't necessarily a child when the movie came out, you enjoyed the movie as well. It was truly an awesome experience. Okay, that's the only one I'll get this video, trust. Alongside the release of the movie was a game, but this game truly was awesome. 100% games. This game, for the most part, has been received well, unlike the other two games based off the movies. There is also a clear time difference between when these games came out though, so I'm very intrigued to find out if it was all actually just a wave of nostalgia, or if this game can actually live up to it. And what a better way than to get the 100%. That's kind of just what we do on this channel. Speaking of, I'm trying to get all the Lego games on Steam to 100% before I reach 5,000 subscribers. If I don't get them all done, then I'll have to get a Lego tattoo of your guys' choice. My goal going into this game was to beat it to 100% under 10 hours, just because I hate myself, obviously. So I will randomly be giving you guys timestamps of just about where we're at in the playthrough. Aight, so the game starts with the prologue where Vitruvius is defending the Craggle from the evil Lord Business. The defensive efforts are led by Vitruvius, Cleopatra, and William Shakespeare. Right off the bat, I'll say it, this game looks levels ahead of whatever was going on with Lego Movie 2. In that video, I pointed out how the graphics look super Xbox 360-esque, and honestly, these graphics just look way better to me. This is a bit disappointing considering there is about a 5-year difference between the two, but it'll be aight. Lord Business isn't too bothered by us and just takes the Craggle after a not very intense fight. He blinds Vitruvius. This is when Vitruvius delivers his iconic prophecy about how an aura-filled individual is going to find the piece of resistance and they will stage a coup to overthrow the government. Basically, this puts an end to the prologue. With that done, we are ready to meet our main protagonist of the game, Emmett. He is basically just an ordinary dude who will totally not become someone way more important in like 10 minutes or anything. It is time to head to work at a construction site where we spend the whole time just destroying things with our main homie Gale. At the top of all the buildings, we compete in an epic dance-off and I destroy everyone to get some sparkling pants. In this game, pants are a really cool addition, but unfortunately, as far as usefulness go, they fall flat. I'll get into that later though, don't fret. After seeing a goth baddie, Emmett, like all of us, is willing to risk it all for her. This leads to him falling down a really deep hole, and that concludes this level. After falling, Emmett is stuck with a piece of resistance and is being interrogated by a bipolar cop that kind of reminds me of Kanye. After a bit, the goth chick comes in to save Emmett. This is when I discovered I was not a huge fan of the combat system in this game. Most of the time, the moves are just throwing yourself at the enemies. This is especially true when you're playing as Emmett, and it just kind of made it a pain to play as him for me personally. After scaling the inside of this very open interrogation room, we get outside in a back alley. Emmett assists and helping Wildstyle to create an epic motorcycle. The next part of this level is really cool, but as I always say, all the homies love a moving vehicle level. After some bonding time, Wildstyle realizes that we aren't the aura-filled individual that the prophecy spoke of, and she gets disappointed. I can't say this is my first time disappointing a woman, am I right? We bust out of city limits to get to the Old West to end our time in the city for now. We then get another falling section. This one is even better than the first because of all the neat Wild West themed things. Once we find steady ground, Mommy is mad at us and wants us to go to Vitruvius to see what we should do. We make it to the saloon and beat up some cowboys that talk to Piano Man Vitruvius. This ends the level. By the way, we get achievements for each level we complete. I forgot to mention it because the first few didn't pop because I had already started this game at my time at college. Moving on to the 4th level and an hour in, the feds got us so we must escape. As Vitruvius, Emmett, and Wildstyle, we make an escape through the rooftops of the Old West. This level was actually really fun other than the fact that fighting in this game will cause you to crash out every once in a while. Once we get towards the end of the level, the game decides that it wants to be Lego Jurassic World so bad. So we get a It was cool. I spent way too long on it though because I was trying to get all of the collectibles. Nothing to fret though because I completed it and claimed that achievement for the level. The next level is my favorite in the game because as I stated earlier, all the homies love a moving vehicle level. And that's exactly what this is. After being launched in the air, we end up straight on a train where the robot feds continue to try to stop us. Once again, the fighting in this game. Wildstyle, why are you aura farming behind me? Please! After building a ramp to trick Bipolar Cop, the epicness of a train level is over, with nothing to show for it other than an achievement and a smile on my face. Batman saved us and is now going to help us get to Cloud Cuckoo Land, with no feel-good pills involved. Apparently, it takes next-level parkour skills and puzzles to get there, but once inside it, it reveals an absolutely killer party. A party that could only be rivaled by a Sean Combs experience. We meet Unididdy and make our way through the party to get to a council meeting to discuss what we should do with Emmett and the piece of resistance. They hate him and call him a fraud to conclude this experience of a level. Emmett is all like, brother, I'm not a fraud, I play Star-Lord, but only results in the council being attacked by more robot brigades and the destruction of Cloud Cuckoo Land. Emmett, Batman, and Unikitty get captured, so it's up to Vitruvius and Wildstyle to save them. It takes a light amount of robot murder to free all of the pals and Unikitty to go straight goblin mode on them. And then we conclude this level at about the 2-hour mark. The next level has the group, which now includes Benny, the spaceman, group together and decide to build a submarine to get away from Lord Business's army. I'll say it, even if I don't want to, this level is pretty good. It had its moments, but overall, really cool how characters sub each other out to build their own parts of the submarine. Once we complete Unikitty's part of the submarine, we are good to go inside and end this level. The next level is one of the levels of all time for sure. The sub starts to flood, so we do our best to repair it, but uh-oh, Spaghetti-O, we make everything worse and flood the whole John. It would be easy to say I hate this level and just move right by it, and just like that, the level is complete. After our sub was destroyed in the last level and about 3 hours in, we are stranded on the legendary double-decker couch. Suddenly, we are rescued by a big and hunky metal man. He makes us do some scrubbing on the poop deck, all activities, before we come up with a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Lord Business. Cue the almost Mission Impossible music, but not quite, so I don't get copyright strike. It's pretty simple, honestly. We need to quietly make our way through the front door, secure aluminum foil from the highly guarded artifact room, then we'll make it to the generator. After that, Batman will help Emmett get to the Craggle, and from there on, it's easy pickings. Oh, never mind. Lord Business's henchmen managed to stop everyone, and it's time for Vitruvius to save the day. After saving everyone, Lord Business slimes Vitruvius, and that ends the level. Lord Business captures the grieving heroes, but they manage to break out again. Other than Emmett, who probably just died. We decide it is imperative to get the message out to the public about Lord Business and his evil plans, so we take over the broadcast station. After our message is out, Bad Cop has a change of heart and joins the good guys for good. With the help of Metalbeard, Benny builds a spaceship, which he honestly has been obsessing over, and they get the frick out of Dodge. Emmett's plummet has given him a deeper understanding of life, and now he's the super awesome aura-filled individual that the prophecy spoke of, and he's ready to kick names and take butt. Emmett goes through the construction site rescuing miscellaneous people, until at the end he creates his own giant mech. This next part is awesome. I know I said I wouldn't make another one of those jokes, but it's my channel, and I like making the rules. Oh, by the way, we're at about the 4-hour mark, and we're creating mass destruction on these hobots. None of them are safe, and Superman is by our side. Superman tags out for Green Lantern, and we continue reaping havoc. With enough destruction, the level concludes, leading us to our final level. As far as final LEGO levels go, I honestly think this one is pretty good. There is a lot of rinse and repeat though. Take out robots until the big spider mech turns and burn it with Uniditty's piping hot baby oil beam. After 2 sections of doing this in different formats, we give them the good old 1-2 punch and the mech explodes. Emmett makes it to the Lord Business in the headquarters and he convinces him to stop this madness, and surprisingly, he actually does. But it leads to a possible demise for President Business, and everyone lives happily ever after. Now that we finished the story, we're at about the 4.5-hour mark, giving us 5.5 hours to get to 100%. Good news for us though, this, in my opinion, is one of the lightest 100% of any LEGO game. We must go to different open world hub areas and collect all the gold bricks, red bricks, and build the blueprint buildings. Within the areas, there are unlockable characters, but you could buy those at any time pretty much, so those aren't that important to me. After we get all the open world items, we are going to need to get all of the collectibles from within each of the levels, which would just be the golden blueprints and pants in each level. I touched on the pants earlier. What they do is give special abilities like flight and high jumping. My problem is, by the time you get all of these, you will be able to do everything in free play, so they are pretty much useless. Even if you want to put like the flight pants on Emmett and then go into a level, the moment you switch off of Emmett, they disappear, and it was just a big waste of time. It is a cool concept, but definitely not ideal. I don't know why I'm talking so much. I only have about 5.5 hours left. Time goes faster in montages, right?
Cleaning up the LEGO movie. I got these cool pants that'll make me groovy. Collecting glow blueprints, you see it even there. There even is a gold brick right near the giant chair. I started with the OS, then moved to Brick City. I cleaned up Cloud Cuckoo and a business space facility. Had to slide into the gold brick room and clean so much bread like you probably assumed. If it wasn't obvious, it's a giant bedroom. Cleaning up the LEGO movie. Got these cool pants that'll make me groovy. Now the open world's clean. We do levels 1 through 14. And now we got 100%. We do the last achievement.
Overall, my experience with the LEGO Movie video game was a very positive one. If I had to rank games based off my enjoyment during the 100% process, this would probably be close to LEGO Marvel Superheroes. If you're curious, I was able to get the 100% in just about 9.5 hours. This means that we cut off about 5.5 hours of the time from the guide, not to flex or anything. The way this game was able to capture the whole essence of the movie is honestly very impressive. It does an amazing job of showing the story of the movie through its short clips. When I did the LEGO Ninjago movie game, I pointed out that there was major inconsistency between the game and the movie, and it didn't really make sense. This was not an occurrence with this game. Another thing that will always be amazing in this game is the characters. What other game are you gonna have Shakespeare and Superman in the same roster? Now, it's really obvious that I do have a bit of nostalgia towards this game, but I will confidently say this is in my top 10 LEGO games. In conclusion, the LEGO Movie video game is a very good movie tie-in game that was able to perfectly convey the movie in a way that was enjoyable. I am curious to know everyone's thoughts and opinions in the comments. Like always, if you think that I'm an idiot, feel free to comment down below and let me know. Thanks for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like, and if you really liked it, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If this video made you feel something, send it to your nephew Terry with the full black wardrobe and thinks listening to Nirvana is unique.